Hello, I'm your host Direct, and welcome to another installment of the Replay Review series. Today is a bit of a special day, since some more things have indeed changed. I'm not only coaching 4 Gold Chains, which is a T4 team now, but I'm also coaching Zeus, another team, which is T3, both NA. I think that's very cool and all. I haven't done this before, coaching 2 teams at the same time, but I think it's gonna be fun. This means more content for you guys, and also we can maybe compare the both teams, see at hand, comparing the T3 and T4 team where there is a betterment, which, we will probably find. So today we'll be looking at 4 Gold Chains playing mostly their main roster and main heroes on King's Row. They are going to play Brawl into a team that I don't know, but we'll see. Maybe they win, maybe they lose. There's definitely some interesting picks going on right now. Some quick explanations before we start. There is, of course, the fun stuff we always do. So you're playing the Reinhardt Zarya. These two should walk around together. Reinhardt, of course, taking angles like these or like corners. For example, this one. Or could also take like these corners, which are, a bit more risky, but he could take those corners. Together with Zarya, always gonna stay together. Then we have some more brawliness in the form of Reaper, going to probably go with them. And then we have some sniping action going on with the Ashe Mercy Pocket. Still Ashe pretty strong with the Mercy Pocket, still one-shot potential at a lot of damage with dynamites and such. We then have a Ana for main heals, which I do not like as much because, playing Brawl against Brawl, you could have a Lucio here, you could have a Brick here instead. Also, Baptiste would have been nice to keep the Reinhardt alive, but I guess since the Mercy's gonna keep focusing on the Ashe, you are playing a Ana for nano access for Reinhardt, maybe, perhaps? We'll see if this Ana pick is gonna work out. On the enemy team, we are running the same, so a Reinhardt Zarya. They are going to try and set up at those corners. They have a Widow, which is going to be threatening your Ashe. They are running an Ana too, but they have a Baptiste. So this is an interesting duo, since the Baptiste can kind of immortality field the Reinhardt whenever he goes low when brawling. They also have quick nano access and maybe huge anti-nades from their Ana, which your Zarya has to cleanse. Same goes for their Zarya, they have to cleanse your anti-nades. The sim pick is very interesting. I don't know if it's just to get out of spawn, we'll see. I'm just gonna press play here and we'll see how this will go.
Hello.
So yeah, you start off with defending, which is nice. So we get to look at you defending at first hand.
Hello. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Okay, so the enemy team is going for a cheese strat. They swapped off Baptiste, they swapped off their Widow, and now they're going for cheese. For this comp, you can expect them to port certain positions. Why am I saying certain positions? Because these positions are always ported at. So you can see people porting from either this position or this position. If they were to port from this frontal position right here, they would end up on this high ground. If they are porting from like all the way back, which is the yellow cross right now, we sometimes see people porting up here on the statue, but that's overall not a very good play. They can also port to this position to have like this high ground up here. So you gotta look out for the TP making them end up on any of those high grounds. If they end up on this high ground over here, they can also rotate through and maybe get your Ana, catch her off guard. I don't think they're gonna TP statue because that's a bad TP spot, but we'll see. So yeah, they're trying to bait you by pushing forward, and the Bastion is indeed taking the bad spot. So what you can do when the Bastion is up here is rotate around corner. So I want to have the Bastion in like sights. Okay, so what you can do here is you can rotate your team around corner, and while doing that, your Ana could put an anti on here, because this is a nice target to just kill very quickly. Ana can put an anti on him, your Ashe can spam him down, your Reaper cannot really do much here. The Reaper should hang out in hotel somewhere, or try and help your front line whenever you get pushed. Other than that, there's not much you can do against Sebastian. You just need to like burst him down quickly. Your Zarya can also like try and secondary fire him off there. We'll see how you play it. I mean, probably gonna get shredded. No, you do okay. You do rotate around corner, so the Bastion cannot really hit anything anymore. You can see you're out of the sights from the Bastion. Bastion cannot do anything here. He does not have sights to anybody. And playing around there. Yuripa gone for a flank play and got absolutely demolished, which is kind of sad. So now you're one down, the Bastion is still up on that high ground. You know that he's up on that high ground, so you're not pushing, but they are not pushing either. So I don't know why they're not pushing, but maybe they're waiting for an opportunity. Your Ashe tried to peek the Bastion, got punished a bit. They're just capping. Okay, yeah, you're just going for a late contest and you're going to get punished. The Reaper tried to frag the Ana again and got slept again. Okay, like I said, what you could have done differently is instead of like only focusing on the front line, you could have like put some resources onto the Bastion, get him off that high ground. When the Ana slept him, this would have been your opportunity to do something. Also, I would say as Reaper, try not to just walk at the Ana. Because the Ana, if she has sleep, she's just gonna sleepy you then in their back line, and then they can just punish you like they did 2 times in a row. Doing something multiple times that is destined to fail is either called stupidity or insanity. I don't know. It's one of those. I don't know how the saying exactly goes, but you know, don't just push at the Ana. Try to either move unpredictably, go for an angle where the Ana doesn't suspect you and can sleep you instantly, or just don't go for the Ana in that scenario. Or wait out cooldowns like sleep, maybe. Would have been also fine. Anyways, we're continuing. So they have point control. Your Ana is rotating away. Yeah, she's rotating away. So yeah, your Ana's just running it. So huge fire strike. Yeah, you're kind of late, so you have to set up at a weird corner. Are you taking the fight 6v6? There's none up top. Kind of very split right now. If your Ashe is up here and pressuring the backline, you can... you don't have heal because your Ana's in the high ground. See. I see. Okay, so your Ana is now in a position where she can heal you. You can stay at that corner. Or push up, since Bob is there. Okay, so your Ana drops from high ground. Didn't really have to drop from high ground. Instead of Ana dropping from high ground, you could have just, you know, you rotated this way to like here. You could have just rotated back to this window and shot down from here. Wouldn't really have changed anything. Didn't have to drop. I like how you're like taking angles like this one or this one, like the corners. Like, I like how you're taking those corners. The Bob here was good because it pushed them back. The Bastion cannot do much now with the Reinhardt alone. You can, if you all go together, they probably die here. If you don't, that's fine. They're probably gonna back off. Anyways. Right? Very cool. So your Zarya gets melted. They have a terrible wall. You could give up point here and move to the back corner, which is probably what I would do, since they have a wall right there where you want to hold that corner. You know how shatter mechanics work, right? The reason you didn't shatter anything here is because of the sim wall. Because this is how shatter mechanics work, right? Even though your shatter is on this side, right? Your hitbox was like here. Which means you're like behind the shield. And since the shatter goes from your center, this is why it got blocked. It's because it cannot go through this barrier. Right? It cannot go through here. This is not where it goes, since there's a barrier in the way. So, you know, your center of shatter is always the character center. So, you know, if you don't get the shatter through, that's why. If you don't get the shatter through, that's why. So the Bastion is going for a tank jumping scenario. Okay, you back off like super far. I don't know if somebody's calling that TP. The Bastion is now back set up. Can go all the way back. We're forced all the way back. Enemy could be pushing up here. Bastion is setting up at a somewhat weird spot. I mean, your Zarya's kind of caught out. It's fine. It's fine, it's all fine. This is all fine. So your Ashe is on the high ground. Getting pressured by orbs. I suppose you made out good against Bastion. However, if they just rush you down now, you're kind of fucked. Since, you know, they still have the Reinhardt. Reinhardt decides to just run at you, you might be kind of fucked. I don't know. Maybe. That's most certainly an interesting graph. They're also TPing high ground. Yeah. So your Ashe's coach getting away. I hope that that is getting called. So while your team is trying to kill their front line, the Bastion is in your back line. What an interesting scenario. He missed Shatter. He missed Shatter, but you get graphed anyways. Sigma, did you have a shield? Did you have anything? No. Okay, so your shield got broken, and you don't have suck. I don't know if you were aware of the cooldowns that is Shatter and Grav, but you know, bit of alt tracking work maybe needs to be on here, so we don't have you getting shattered perma. That nano does nothing. I know it's even right now, but there's just no way for you to push this bunker without dying, even when you're nanoed. See? The nano did nothing. I don't know. You are too far away from your targets when you got nanoed, and then, you know, even like if you were able to walk at your targets, I don't think you would survive against the Bastion. So your Sigma's back. They don't have Sharon, they don't have Grav. They have the Bastion all on the high ground though. And the Sim flanking with like turret setups. Yeah, the Bastion is like... This is why we don't play Bastion, people, is because of the bad pick. Okay, you're tiring a fight that is already 5v6. You're investing like a lot of ults. Okay, so they invested 3. Sumo was completely wasted. You invested like 2. With Nano being wasted prior. Which is fine, it makes you even. Now they have Shatter though, you have Grav. Let's see. I mean they have Nano. You have Grav, not Shatter. The Nano's gonna result in a Shatter, probably. Ooh. This is Steadfast at its finest, people. So yeah, you nothing you can do here except for running right now. Okay, now you counter engage. Now is the time we counter engage. Now is the time we push the enemy team. And we just roll them. How? You may ask. It is simple, you just roll them because you grav them. Now you just run past the Reinhardt and then you kill them, perhaps. Oh, I mean the graph was kind of far away. No, graph didn't really do anything. They swapped to Widow. Now you need to watch out for the Widow as well. Okay. Sigma ulting in the open. Sigma is rockable, snipeable by Widow. Maybe he survives. He doesn't survive. When you use Sigma ult, be sure you're near cover or you throw your shield in the air because you're bound to be stunned by McCree, rocked, hooked, or like bursted down really quickly. So putting a shield in the air, for example, would help, or just playing near cover, starting the ult and just moving back into cover. Yeah, so the Widow's fragging now. She's uncontested, or is your... Where's your Ashe? In spawn. So yeah, the Widow is uncontested. Your Jungler tries to contest it, instead jumps into the team. Mercy is Angel jump contesting. Just getting shot twice by Ana.
Score 0-3. Switching sides. Initiating match.
You don't really seem to know how to deal with cheese. It's fine though. We can teach.
Ready.
So yeah, round just begun. Get me out of this view, please. Okay. So, enemy team, double shield, May, soldier. Your team, double sniper, double shield, Lucio, Ana. You don't really need the Lucio in this comp. I don't know why you're running Lucio. Like, the double shield should give you enough time to like get to your target, and even why would you would want to be at your target? You have double sniper. There's nothing you have that is brawl other than your Reinhardt and your Sigma maybe. So I don't know why you're running this Lucio kind of comp. Yeah, so your Reinhardt should be fine now since there's no wall. The soldier is just on this high ground. I like how Sig is taking the high ground, that's kind of nice. The Mei is flanking, it's gonna take a shot at your Ana maybe? Next? I mean, she was aiming for the Hanzo earlier. Hanzo knows that she's there. What can we see here? We can see your Reinhardt getting pushed back again. Getting healed up, and now's the time for you to push. The Mei walked your Ryan, which is fine though, since Lucio and Hanzo can help him. That's good. You can take some more space here. There's still 5v6. The Mei should die here. Your Sigma is off angling, which I like. Ryan is anti though. He's probably gonna die. This is why I didn't like Lucio's, because Lucio's not doing as much as a Nematerial Field or a break would do here to keep people away. What do they nano? Sigma? No, Mercy. Ah, they nano Mercy, so Mercy don't die. Doesn't die in res, I guess. Trying to skill here, yeah. Okay, she doesn't. Mercy doesn't die because she's nano, and the Reinhardt just gets healed up with like Mercy ulting and stuff. I think the ball is just. I think your ball swap was just to get back quicker, to have like more of a fight, but I don't know. So you have sights now. You can peek the enemy whenever you want now because you know where they are. And it's kind of very split from the rest of the team, but this is just what I meant by, you know. You have double snipers, so you're bound to be alone. Okay. Your Widow is taking a nice high ground angle. I like that. She can snipe all of those people. The Hanzo's in your backline, nobody knows, I think, except for the Sigma who noticed. I don't know if Sigma's calling it. Let's see if more people turn around. So yeah, the Hanzo now goes for him too. Sigma off angling, trying to brawl the 1v3 now because the Hanzo didn't go with him. That's a nice dragon. Kills one. Also the Sigma wins the 1v1 against the Hanzo, which was maybe a 1v3 because he got healed back up, but you know, disregard it. Reinhardt dies. Sigma should die, just walk at him. Yeah. Okay, so you would have died to a rock. That's kind of funny. Enemy swaps to the Widow. So you're having a pretty hard mirror right now. Ah, never mind, they got by McCree, but you had a mirror, pretty much. Now your Widow needs to outsnipe a McCree, and your Lucy needs to outperform the Mercy somehow. I don't know how, but I hope it's gonna work. Your Reinhardt is hiding for a flank shatter. I don't know, this is kind of obvious. I would be like, where's the Reinhardt at? Okay, so this was a huge anti-nade onto the nano Reinhardt. He didn't get the nano healing. And he got bursted super quick because of the pin. If the enemy team was a bit better, they could have stunned you out of your pin and the Reinhardt would have survived, but we'll disregard that. Also, that's a waste of a beat because the fight is already won at this point. You don't have to commit ultimates if you win the fight. You know, the beat wasn't necessary, even though like 3 people got lifted into the air. Since there's a Reinhardt shield with you, the Reinhardt will shield the Sigma away and you will already 2 people up, so there's no reason to commit beat here. Could have instead used the beat next fight, for example. Got some nice pushes. Yeah, and that's a nice cleanup. You can stay far up. Have 1 or 2 people push cart. Because you can always walk back to payload when needed. You know, take the space you can take. Yeah, Reinhardt going backwards here, I don't like. I don't like this. I know he's trying to shield the Hanzo, but Hanzo could have just had better positioning anyways. Why not take this corner? Walk to the corner. Take it before their Reinhardt takes this corner. Take it before their Reinhardt ends up being here and you end up being here and you're just smacking each other. Take the corner before their Reinhardt can. Okay, very cool. So they were just going for like cheeky off angles, through doors, all on high ground. You take the corner in time so their team can't take the corner and take the next corner. That's a late reaction on the pin, that's fine. The dragon killed the Rhine. The Hanzo's on high ground. Well, the Hanzo behind. Okay, DPS outperforms him anyways. Kill the Rhine, nice. Now go for Tracer or Sig, but please focus on one target. Okay, focus on Sig. Now call a Tracer, everybody on Tracer, nice. There's a Dragon on card, that's quite bad. Okay, Soul Shattered. Soul Shattered the poor Hanzo who got then knocked off the point. That's fun, I guess. Ryan was going for a big shatter. By Lucio.
Score.
Next.
Ready for battle. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Okay, so you're defending, enemy team is attacking again.
Objective A.
It's even this time not going for the cheese strat because usually after it working once it shouldn't work again, so they know that, so they do not go for a cheese again. They instead go for a much more stable comp with the Baptiste, which provides their Reinhardt being enabled more, and then they have the Nano to enable the Reinhardt even more. Also Nano like Hanzo for one-shot potential if they wanted to. You also have a Baptiste now, which is kind of nice. You can like throw it at Reinhardt whenever he needs it. By the way, that's a nice shield bug we have right there. That's a massive shield. I still don't like the Lucio, but I guess the beat is fine for the Sigurd. If you can build it in time, which I doubt, but it is what it is. The junk spam is fine on first point. I would not play a junk like that often, but you know, it can work. We see your McCree going down very early, and we see your Reinhardt now emptied. This is the time where you use the Mortality Field. Back out. Yeah, back out. Yeah, just walk back. Yeah, just Lucio. Lucio shouldn't have stayed like over here. Should have instead moved along the walls back to like here. But what can you do?
Stop the payload.
Widow taking the common high ground, which is now getting spammed by Hanzo. Okay, your Rhino outplayed. Still, the Baptiste saves it with immortality. That's why I like the Baptiste, you know. Baptiste can save people quite easily. Still, the enemy creep fragging, killing your entire team, basically. I don't know. The Widow doesn't seem to be working out for you. Yeah, the Widow doesn't seem to be working out for you. You might want to swap off that Widow. Okay, now you need to like get back your team. You're fighting a 5v6. Fighting a 5v6.
30 seconds.
Maybe the Widow can be back in time. Right, committed. Yeah, I don't know. Reinhardt just walked forward into the team while your team was splitting. Like, your Reinhardt walked forward into the enemy while your entire team was like walking away. I don't know why, but it just happened. I can show you. So your Reinhardt walked this way, your Sig and Lucy walked this way, and your Baptiste and like others walked this way. I don't know why. But I just engaged 1v6. Maybe you thought you were all with him, I don't know. And again, you could have like called more. Be like, guys, I'm going for an engage. Can you help me? Anyways, you trade Reinhardts. You trade Reinhardts and you lose your junk to a Sig. That's a nice kill off of your Baptiste. I guess stunned though. You are stunned. Oh, your Sigma misses the rock. Unlucky. So they have a nano Sig. Your Baptiste misses 2 shots in a row, then needs to commit a mortality field. That's kind of sad. You should. Now you can fight this. You shouldn't have fighted this before since it was a 2v4, but now you can fight this. You have 44 on your hand right now. Remember, they have ultimates. You do currently only almost have. Okay, we have a lot of ultimates. You can just fight this. If your Ryan survives here, you can go for a huge shower. Yeah, it's a big one. It's a big one. It's a big one. He killed 2. That's kind of big. Okay, the McCree wastes High Noon. He's 1 HP. He gets fragged by the Widow. You're winning the 1v1s, which is nice. We can see you just clean up now. Being beat there to finish it off was okay, since it was last fight anyways. Always commit your ultimates when you know you have man advantage and you have ultimates, right? When you have man advantage and it's last fight and you know that it's last fight, just use your ultimates to win the fight. There's no reason to keep on to them, because you know if you don't use them you might still lose, although you have man advantage. So, you know, just use them if you can, I guess. So let me guess you lose this. Well, yes, you lose this. This is why this replay is so long. And now you're asking Mr. Didact, hey Mr. Didact, how did we lose? And I'll be like, I don't know. Still both teams running the same comms. You really should take the high ground here. I don't know why she's low grounding. Yeah, she's going for it. Okay. Better angle now. Rather as 1v5 brawling, I don't know. That's a good off angle. That's a good off angle kill. Their Sigma is like fighting your sniper though. Okay, now Sigma is going for high ground, right? Yeah. So their Sigma is going for high ground. Their entire team is pushing up because no particular reason. I guess to finish stragglers, but you know, you always sort of fall back. I don't know why I'm doing this. Okay, now the entire team is back here. Ryan needs to recharge his shield before you. Actually, with the speed you can rotate. You left your Ana alone. Okay, you got it. Okay, now big rotation, huge rotation. I don't know, the Rhino is kind of can't really do much now, but huge rotation. Although you would have went there first and then lost the 1v1. 5v6. You're leaving your support alone again. I don't know why. Okay. When you were walking this way into here, right? You shielded your supports. But now that you are up on the high ground, you just suddenly decide that, hey, I am not going to shield my supports over there. I'm not gonna put a barrier here. I'm just gonna walk here first and then risk my supports dying. I don't know why you did that. Your supports could have called, hey, how about you do the thing with like escorting us? But you could have thought about it too, so I don't know. I don't know why you're not doing it. Please escort your supports safely. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 oh no, oh no, why? Why are you doing this to me? Why? Why are you just dropping behind, dropping your shatter? Like, what made you, what made you think, okay? Okay, my team. I'm gonna just not drop with my team, I'm gonna drop alone. Get seen. And then just cast Shatter as I already see the Ana looking at me. Nice sleep though, by the way. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, you just dropped without your team, and now that your team you see, your team now realizes, hey, our Reinhardt dropped. My Reinhardt dropped, Sag. Guess he dies. And then they commit Sigurd, which I don't understand. They're all gonna survive. Yeah, they're all gonna survive. I don't know why they commit Sigurd here. I mean, the Sigma is coming up for a contest, I guess, but like, I don't know. Yeah, the Hanzo's throwing. Bye, Hanzo. Huge immortality. Where did that come from? He threw immortality all the way up here. But I think he missed by a bit, right? And immortality didn't count for him. That's kind of sad, but that's a huge immortality. What the fuck? That could have been huge. Now you got 2 picks. Now you got 2 picks, and your Ryan is back. Let's go! Okay, you're committing also an only 1 fight to finish off. That's fine, I guess. I mean, it's not fine, but, you know. Especially if that ult doesn't kill anything, and then it's just bad. Okay, so your tanks are taking space with your Reaper. Yeah, you can hold that corner. This is the fight of corners. This is gonna be a fight that is decided on whether the Hanzo dragons the corner or not. This is, by the way, how you would lose this fight right now. Say cap right now, bro. Okay. So if the payload goes here, right? The payload like is somewhere here. Or like here. Like if the payload body is like somewhere around those lines. Ah yes, Discord, very nice, very cool, thank you for running my recording. If the payload is somewhere around here and your team is forced into this corner and the Hanzo decides, yep dragon, yep dragon. This is how you would lose, by the way. if you were defending this corner only. Other than that, you can take corners like they are taking corners, you know. But you gotta be careful about the Hanzo Dragon. Also, they have a huge bank of ults. You have a huge bank of ults too. So this is a fight of ultimates. This will decide. Your ultimates will now decide who wins here. Okay, your Hanzo goes for the dragon through the wall. Oh, this is kind of unfortunate. You see, This was not a well dragon until the Rhino decided to Shatter Dragon combo. Because now it killed 2. Because of Shatter, this dragon killed 2. And your Rhino got slapped again. So their ultimates got more value than your ultimates. This might lose you the fight here, because you are 4v5 now. You need to win a fight 4v5 without ultimates. This is considered a neutral fight. Nobody has ultimates. There's a huge anti. But they have the immortality field. Yeah, that's a huge anti. They're going to commit on it. That's a big ult. That's huge that your Sigma got his ult first. Now you might win that. Oh no, the Doomfist. Ah, Doomfist. Ah, Doomfist. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I was scared that the Doomfist is gonna get a lucky pick here, but. So you might win this if nobody C9s now and you keep pushing and keep staggering people. Huge. You even forced Nano and Sick ult. That's like. This is pushing up at its finest. You made them make the retard plays. So the good thing was your entire team, except for like the people you didn't really need, which is your Ana in this case, right? Because the Lucio can speed you back, right? The Lucio can speed you back to payload if you need it. So your Ana stays payload, right? Your Reinhardt could have pushed up forward with you, but he just didn't want to. I don't know why your Reinhardt didn't push forward with you, but I guess 2 people at the card is safer than 1. It's fine though. So your Lucio, your Sig, and your wonderful Reaper. And maybe your Tracer. I didn't see your Tracer, but maybe your Tracer too. These people have massive brains because they suddenly decided to, hey, if we push them right now, these 2 people, right? They have to take the next fight, if there is a next fight, with like the 4 people. Because if they respawn, it's a 4v6. Also, they have ultimates. Not only did they die, which is good, right? They died. They also wasted 2 ultimates, which put them behind on ult bank as well. So even if this wasn't where the point ended, right? Even if like down here wasn't the where the card would end, right? Even if like the card would end a bit further back here, they would still have to take this fight 4v6 with 3 ults, like 2 ults and 1 almost finished, against 2 ults. Which at the end of this brawl, you might even have 3. Making it far more winnable by just pushing up and killing the staggers. You know, killing staggers. Kinda. Stragglers, killing stragglers is always good. You know? Pushing up, if you have card control, is always good. You know? Because you can push back to the payload when you need it, right? You can back off all the way back to payload when you need the healing from your Ana, without letting somebody die, and you can gain advantage by just taking space and killing people that are just like left from the fight, like the Sig and the Ana. And making them commit ultimates is even bigger. So yeah, I really like this play. It's just like super huge. This is big. Yeah, you just kill them. Because now, not all, they like wasted 2 ultimates, right? They wasted 2 ultimates. They wasted 2 ultimates.
Victory.
And you did get massive stuff done because of it, even if this wasn't last fight. Anyways, I've been talking for way too long. The raw stuff is like 45 minutes. I need to get this video out quickly, so I hope you enjoyed my review. This is all I can say. We saw some positional errors from most of you. I liked the Sig taking off angles though. That was very nice. I didn't like the Reinhardt pushing sort of alone, backing off, leaving his front line behind and stuff like that. I didn't really like that. Your supports could have taken different angles sometimes. I don't know why, but they took some weird positions. I liked your Widow, for example, taking high grounds was very nice. I would have liked for your Hanzo to do the same kind of. I mean, he mostly was on the ground instead of like going on high grounds. Although he has a ability which he can climb stuff with. I don't know why. I didn't like the Lucia pick overall, but you made it work by speeding in and speeding out, I guess. Kind of worked in your favor to have a Lucio there. Just being able to speed in and speed out when needed. Yeah, overall, I think you played well. There were some improvement points. I mentioned them in the video and I mentioned them now, some of them. And I hope I see you in the next review. Smile.